The Dodge muscle car of the future is here with an old school twist. Hi, I'm Gary Gastelou, and this is A Car Report. So Dodge has finally revealed the production version of the Charger Daytona electric muscle car it announced back in 2022. And along with a two-door like the concept, it announced it's going to be making a four-door model as well. And if that wasn't enough of a surprise, you're going to be able to get both of them with either an electric powertrain or an internal combustion engine one. From the beginning, the platform was designed to accommodate either an EV or ICE powertrain, so Dodge can give the market what it wants at any time it wants. And right now it thinks people are looking for a little bit of both. It is launching with the electric Charger Daytona Coupe, however, so we're going to talk about that first. Ultimately, it will be available in three trim levels: the RT, the Scat Pack, and the very high-performance Banshee that's coming late next year, each of which will offer 3 stages of tune. The long-term plan is that you'll buy the base model, then get the stage kits through software upgrades from the Dodge Direct Connection catalog. The first 2 cars going on sale this summer are an RT with a Stage 1 package and a Scat Pack with a Stage 2 package. Both have all-wheel drive and a 100.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The RT is rated at 456 horsepower, but a power boost feature increases that to 496 in 15-second bursts, while the Scat Pack's rated at 630 horsepower and 670 with the power boost. With the power boost engaged, the RT can accelerate to 60 miles an hour in 4.7 seconds and cover a quarter mile in 13.1 seconds, while the Scat Pack will do it in 3.3 seconds and 11.5 seconds, making it as quick as the old V8-powered Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye that went out of production last year. As far as range is concerned, this RT will do 317 miles per charge and the Scat Pack 260 miles per charge. While they look like coupes, they're actually liftbacks with a large cargo area. You can fold the seat down, and they even have small frunks. Plus a feature Dodge calls the R-Wing, which helped the stylists give it more of a muscle car look, but with improved aerodynamics that lets the air flow through and over a low nose. The interior features dual digital displays and 64 color ambient lighting, but is otherwise pretty conventional. As with a lot of Dodge performance cars, it has plenty of tricks up its sleeve and a lot of drive modes. There's a race prep setting and a drag mode that optimize the powertrain temperature, the traction control, the suspension settings for ideal launches, a drift mode that'll send more power to the rear and loosen up the stability control for some sweet smoky drifts, and a donut mode that seems pretty self-explanatory. The Charger Daytona will also have the new Fratzonic chambered exhaust, which combines speakers and sound tubes installed under the rear of the car to create a more natural sounding synthetic exhaust note, which is just as loud as the old V8s. Dodge is still tuning that though and hasn't released the final sound, but hopefully we will get to hear that before it goes on sale in a couple of months. After that, early next year, the 4-door will follow it, and it's built on the same platform with the same exact wheelbase, with just slightly different proportions to its body. And not too long after that, Dodge will be launching the internal combustion engine models, which will simply be called the Charger. Daytona is reserved for the electric cars. They'll both have a 3-liter turbocharged straight 6-cylinder engine called the 6-Pack. The standard output version will be rated at 420 horsepower and the high output version at 550 horsepower. Dodge has also been working on a 1,000 horsepower racing version of this engine, so it seems like it has a lot of potential. And you know Dodge, it'll push it to the limits. The motor, of course, means there won't be a frunk. In fact, the gas versions won't have an R-Wing, suggesting a very different look to the front end. The electric Banshee is slated to hit showrooms later in 2025 and will have much more than 670 horsepower and be much quicker, although Dodge hasn't said yet by how much. It's also going to introduce something called the Erupt transmission, which is a 2-speed transmission that can also simulate more than 2 speeds to give you that cool effect of a hard shift driving a muscle car. Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis says features like that will actually make this car less efficient, but he doesn't care because it makes him cooler. As far as pricing is concerned, Dodge still hasn't announced it. It's going to be a few more weeks before we find out. But when we do, we'll let you know. So subscribe to this YouTube channel and head over to AmericanCarsAndRacing.com every day for the latest automotive, racing, and Dodge news.